Welcome back to United Case Report, where justice is served daily and the audacity of some people never ceases to amaze us. Today's case is going to make you laugh. And then it's going to make you shake your head. And then it's going to make you laugh again, because the sheer, breathtaking confidence of the man at the center of this story is something that has to be witnessed to be believed. He sued his ex-girlfriend for emotional damage after she broke up with him. And he was completely serious. Setting the scene. Let's introduce our plaintiff today. We'll call him Trevor. Trevor is a 34-year-old graphic designer from Florida. By his own description, he is charming, driven, and emotionally intelligent. That last part will become very ironic very quickly. Trevor had been dating a woman we'll call Simone for approximately 7 months. Simone, voiceover, by all accounts, was patient, kind, and eventually completely done with Trevor. According to friends of both parties, Trevor was a difficult partner. He was consistently late. He forgot anniversaries and important dates. He borrowed Simone's car on 3 separate occasions and returned it with an empty tank each time. He criticized how she spent her free time, how often she talked to her friends, and how she organized her apartment. Simone ended the relationship in March. She sent a calm, respectful text message. She wished him well, said the relationship wasn't working for her, and asked that he not contact her further. Trevor responded with 47 text messages over the next 6 hours. The less than 3 weeks after the breakup, Trevor filed a claim in small claims court. The claim for $500 in emotional damages, stemming from what he described as Simone's abrupt and callous termination of a committed partnership without adequate notice or closure. He claimed that Simone's decision to end the relationship via text, rather than in person, caused him significant emotional distress. He said he had to take 2 days off work. He claimed he suffered loss of appetite and disrupted sleep. He submitted a note from his therapist confirming he had attended 1 session following the breakup. 1 session. He wanted $4,500. Simone's response. Simone showed up to court with a folder. Inside that folder was a printed record of every borrowed tank of gas, 3 separate photos of the fuel gauge on empty, time-stamped, taken on her phone. She had receipts from the gas station where she refueled afterward. Total, $94. She had screenshots of the 47 text messages Trevor sent after the breakup. They ranged from pleading to angry to philosophical to what could only be described as a dramatic one-man stage play conducted entirely over SMS. She had a list of 12 canceled plans, documented with calendar screenshots. And she had the original breakup text, the calm, respectful 2-paragraph message she had sent. Simone was not countersuing. She simply came prepared to defend herself. In the courtroom, Judge Judy read the claim. She read it a second time. She set it down on her desk and looked at Trevor over her glasses. She said, "You are suing your ex-girlfriend because she broke up with you." Trevor said, "I'm suing her for the manner in which she did it, Your Honor." "A text message is not inappropriate." Judge Judy said, "She sent you a kind text. You sent her 47 messages in 6 hours. And you're claiming emotional damage?" Trevor said. "The psychological impact of an abrupt ending to a committed relationship is well documented," Judge Judy said. "Sir, stop. Are you seriously standing in my courtroom claiming that a woman, who you borrowed gas money from, canceled on a dozen times, and then harassed with nearly 50 text messages, caused you emotional damage by politely ending the relationship?" Trevor said. "I feel that closure is a basic human right in a committed." Judge Judy pointed toward the door. She didn't literally tell him to leave, but the gesture was clear enough that the entire courtroom understood. The verdict: case dismissed. Immediately. Judge Judy ruled that emotional distress from a breakup, absent any legally actionable conduct, is not compensable in any court. She also noted, for the record, that Simone's gas receipts totaling $94 represented a legitimate out-of-pocket loss, but since Simone had not filed a counterclaim, she could not award it. She told Trevor, "Breakups are painful. That is a human experience. But pain is not always someone else's fault, and even when it is not always someone else's legal responsibility. This case should never have been filed." Trevor left the courtroom without speaking. Simone, according to a friend who was present, simply smiled, gathered her folder, and walked out. Reflection. Now here's the thing about Trevor, and cases like his. There's something almost fascinating about a person who is so convinced of their own victimhood that they genuinely cannot see how their behavior contributed to the situation. Trevor sent 47 messages. Trevor borrowed gas money repeatedly. Trevor canceled 12 times. Trevor made Simone's life smaller and more stressful during those 7 months. And yet, in his mind, in his genuine, sincere mind, he was the one who had been wronged. This is what therapists call a lack of insight, and it's more common than you'd think. Simone did everything right. She ended things cleanly and kindly. She documented everything, not to be petty, but because she knew Trevor well enough to know he might cause problems. And when he did, she was ready. The lesson here isn't complicated. It's this: when a relationship ends, take a breath. Take 2 days off work if you need to. Call a friend. Go to therapy. But do not file a lawsuit because someone chose to stop dating you. Judge Judy told Trevor exactly where to go, and the door was the right answer. This has been United Case Report. Subscribe for daily cases and comment below. Have you ever known a Trevor? Tell us your story. We'll see you in the next case.